130,000 to 140,000 Korean won and expanded eligibility by 60,000 people. The card, available for those aged 66 and older receiving basic living support or in the near poverty group, helps subsidize cultural, travel, and sports activities. Applications for the card can be made from February 3rd through November 28th via community centers, the official website, or mobile app. Those who retain eligibility from last year will receive an automatic top-up. The card offers discounts on movies, books, sport tickets, and more, including new additions like board games and fishing. In local news, several doctors and staff from a Busan hospital have been indicted for allowing unlicensed individuals, including medical device salespeople, to perform surgeries. The Busan District Prosecutor's Office announced today that 16 people, including doctors, nurses, and employees from medical device suppliers, have been indicted for violations of health and medical laws. A hospital in Busan, which opened in 2020, is under investigation for letting people without medical licenses perform surgeries, including knee surgeries. Last year, the police raided the hospital, and as a result, doctors, nurses, and staff from a medical device company have been charged with breaking the law. The investigation is still ongoing. Busan's Seogu district is implementing safety measures for 2025 정월 대보름 송도 달집 festival after an explosion at last year's event. The festival, scheduled for February 12th, will feature a 달집 burning at 6:30 p.m. Authorities are focused on preventing accidents like those from previous years. Last year, an explosion at the base of the 달집 occurred during ignition, though no one was injured. In response, Seogu will ban personal protective charms, reduce the size of 달집, and use a safer method of ignition from a distance. A safety review meeting will be held to discuss further precautions, including personal deployment and traffic safety. In international news, European countries are ramping up the scrutiny of the Chinese AI startup DeepSeek, with several nations taking action. Italy has already blocked access to the app, removing it from both the Apple and Google App Stores. The country's data protection authorities have also launched an official investigation into DeepSeek, raising concerns about its data collection practices, compliance with EU regulations, and whether user data is stored on Chinese servers. In the UK, officials are reviewing the app from a national security perspective, with assessments ongoing. Now taking a look at the weather. The current temperature is 5 degrees Celsius, and that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is Midday Mate with Kimberly Ann. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Did you eat a lot of delicious food recently? Do you think it's time to go on a diet? When it comes to losing weight, we frequently prioritize diet and exercise as the main strategies. However, while these factors are undeniably significant, an exclusive emphasis on them may overlook the profound effect that our daily routines have on our weight loss journey. To realize lasting weight loss, one must consider a comprehensive approach that incorporates lifestyle, choices, and daily habits, commencing from the very first moments of our day. Today, we're going to talk about morning habits that help you lose weight. It's Friday, January 31st, 2025, and this is Midday Mate. Let's get started.
Oh, I hope you know I will carry you home, whether it's tonight or 55 years down the road. Oh, I know there's so many ways this could go. Don't want you to wonder, darling, I need you to know. We were talking to the sunset, throwing dreams against the wall. I know none of them are stuck yet, but I bet it on you, honey. Oh, I would risk it all. These days, these nights, I'm changing my mind is set on you. I'm not afraid to say it's true. Oh, I hope you know I will carry you home, whether it's tonight or 55 years down the road. Oh, I know there's so many ways that this could go. Don't want you to wonder, darling, I need you to know. In this and every life, I choose us every time. We were California dreaming, our whole life fit in that car. Didn't have a bed to sleep in, we kept each other warm under a ceiling full of stars. These days, these nights, I'm changing my mind set on you. I'm not afraid to say I do. Choose us every time. I hope you know I will carry you home, whether it's tonight or 55 years down the road.
And that was Carry You Home by Alex Warren. Carry You Home is a swoon-worthy ballad that oozes commitment and devotion. The song is Alex Warren's promise to his beloved to be there for her no matter what the future holds. In every high and low in life, he'll, quote, carry her home. It's likely he dedicated the lyrics to his wife, Kuver Anand, whom he married in June of 2024. Hello and welcome everyone. We are live in the studio in Busan on this Friday afternoon, and welcome to Midday Mate. You're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Gijang, Jeongwon, and Noksan areas. And I'm your host, Kimberly. I'm sure many of you came back from the long holiday and are even maybe currently at work this very moment. How did you spend your holiday? Did you have a lot of family time? Did you rest at home? I've missed the live show and all of my mates, so I'm so glad to be back here live with you all. My Seollal vacation was filled with a lot of family time and a lot of needed rest. But again, I'm glad to be back and I'm ready for today's show. So let's see what's coming up on this fantastic Friday. Coming up on the show today in hour number 1, we have none other than Listomania, the segment where we introduce a variety of lists every day. And today's Listomania is about morning habits that help you lose weight. And then we have Weekend Haps. Vasana keeps us up to date with all things happening in and around Busan. And then in hour number 2, we will start off with today's quote, where we dive into meaningful quotes to motivate you each and every day. After that, we have bite-sized banter, where we have a fun conversation with Andrew in the studio, where we just can't stop talking about all these fun questions. After that, we have Don't Make a Scene, where we introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And we'll be continuing from what we've been listening to this whole week from Fresh Off the Boat. And then after that, we have Favorites in One's POV, where we introduce different songs from a wide range of different types of genres that fit different situations. And I'll be checking your messages throughout the show. For our question of the day and text topic, it is, what is the most delicious food you have eaten in the past week? I know that with the Lunar New Year festivities and celebrations, everyone at home were meeting with family, eating lots of food, and I'm sure the table spread was delicious. So again, what is the most delicious food you have eaten in this past week? 지난 한 주 동안 가장 맛있게 먹은 음식은 무엇인가요? Go ahead and send in your answers. Text in pound 9050 or shop 9050 and it'll only cost you a 100원. Or you can look for us on KakaoTalk. Search BEFM and 부산영어방송 in Korean. Add us as a friend and send in your messages for free. Or we also have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of your app stores. You can listen to our programs and leave us comments after logging in. And as mentioned in the opening today, I asked, did you eat a lot of delicious food recently? And we do have a Kakao message from Chae-Hyusuk-nim saying, yes, I put on some weight during the holidays. And don't worry, Chae-Hyusuk-nim, you're not alone because I also put on a few kilograms from eating so much of the Lunar New Year food. And again, for everyone else, please go ahead and answer our question of the day. What is the most delicious food that you had eaten this past week? And I see lots of people on our YouTube live stream. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. I missed you all so dearly. And now let us take a song break. Here is What Do You Mean by Justin Bieber.
What do you mean? Oh, when you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no. What do you mean? Hey, yeah, when you don't want me to move, but you tell me to go. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Said you're running out of time. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Better make up your mind. What do you mean? You're so indecisive. What I'm saying, trying to catch the beat, make up your heart. Don't know if you're happy or complaining. Don't want for us to win, where do I start? First you wanna go to the left, then you wanna turn right. Wanna argue all day, making love all night. First you're up, then you're down, and in between. Oh, I really wanna know, what do you mean? When you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no. What do you mean? Hey, yeah, when you don't want me to move, but you tell me to go. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Said you're running out of time. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Better make up your mind. What do you mean? You're overprotective when I'm leaving. Trying to compromise, but I can't win. You wanna make a point, but you keep preaching. You had me from the start, won't let this end. First you wanna go to the left, then you wanna turn right. Wanna argue all day, make love all night. First you're up, then you're down, and in between. Oh, I really wanna know, what do you mean? When you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no. What do you mean? Hey, yeah, when you don't want me to move, but you tell me to go. What do you mean? I wanna know. Oh, what do you mean? Said you're running out of time, what do you mean? Oh, baby. Oh, what do you mean? Better make up your mind, what do you mean? When you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no, what do you mean? Hey, when you don't want me to move, but you tell me to go, what do you mean? A bit more straightforward. Oh, what do you mean? Said you're running out of time, what do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Better make up your mind, what do you mean?
And that was What Do You Mean by Justin Bieber. And now it is time for Listomania. And today we will be focusing on morning habits that help you lose weight. And I know that we talked about morning habits before to be a bit more productive and to be motivated. But today we are focusing on morning habits that help you lose weight. So if you are like me and you need these tips, listen carefully now. Number 1, for Listomania, we have check your weight. Stepping on the scale first thing in the morning after using the bathroom, but before eating or drinking is important for accountability. Monitoring your weight provides vital feedback to track progress over weeks and months. Don't get thrown off by some normal fluctuations, but focus on the overall downward trend. Weighing daily also reinforces your commitment to the weight loss goal. You can also treat your morning weigh-in like a check-in with yourself. It's just data, not a judgment. So we're not judging each other or yourself when you're going on this scale, okay? We're only keeping it for data, for science. If the number stresses you out, try focusing on other victories like how your clothes fit and your high energy levels instead. Next, up at number 2, we have drink a glass of water. And I know we always say this to drink water in the morning, but we often, forget, don't we? We get into the motion of looking at our handphone or when we may rush to the bathroom to get ready for the day. But go ahead and wake up a bit, like 5 minutes earlier, check your weight, and then number 2, drink a glass of water. One of the simplest and most effective ways to kickstart your weight loss efforts is by drinking water first thing upon waking up. Drinking water not only helps jumpstart your metabolism, research shows it can temporarily increase your metabolic rate up by 30%. But it also promotes feelings of fullness, reducing the temptation to snack and overeat later in the morning. Plus, it's a great way to flush out toxins, aid digestion, and rehydrate your body after a long night of sleep. Again, if plain water feels boring, why don't you add a slice of lemon or cucumber for a refreshing twist? Think of this as your body's good morning drink. After hours of sleep, it's the best way to wake up your body system. So hopefully that can help too. So again, up at number 1, we have to check your weight, and number 2 was to drink a glass of water. Now at number 3, we have eat a high protein breakfast. Don't go and eat, a little snack, but eat a high protein breakfast. And don't skip breakfast even at that. If you're wondering what to do in the morning to lose weight, eating a protein-packed breakfast should be at the top of your list. Protein not only keeps you feeling fuller for longer, but it also helps stabilize your blood sugar levels, preventing mid-morning energy crashes and cravings. Studies have shown that individuals who consume a high-protein breakfast are less likely to overeat during the day, making it a key factor in effective weight management. If you're always hungry before lunch, adding protein to your morning meal can definitely be a game changer. Protein doesn't have to just mean eggs. We can eat Greek yogurt, nuts, or even tofu can do the trick and be your protein friend for that morning. Again, for number 3, it was eat a high protein breakfast. At number 4, we have add fiber to your breakfast. So not only should we eat some protein, but we should also have some fiber there. Including fiber into your breakfast is essential for both weight loss and overall digestive health. Fiber helps keep you fuller for longer by slowing digestion and stabilizing your blood sugar levels, which reduces the likelihood of mid-morning cravings and overeating later in the day. Foods high in fiber also support better gut health and microbiome diversity, factors linked to lower body weight and reduced risk of obesity. A fiber-rich breakfast keeps cravings away, so you won't be staring at the snack jar or tempted to go into your snack jar around 10 a.m. Also, think beyond cereal. Berries, avocado, and chia seeds are also easy ways to snack for more fiber. And at number 5, we have develop a morning mindfulness practice. Helping to reduce cortisol levels and encouraging a more thoughtful approach to eating, research has shown that morning mindfulness practices such as meditation, deep breathing, and journaling can not only decrease emotional eating but also enhance your ability to make healthier choices throughout the day. A small act that can have a big impact on both your mental health and your weight loss journey. To set the tone for the day, dedicate just about 5 to 10 minutes to practice this mindfulness. Whether it's meditation, a quick yoga flow, or even a quiet walk outside, or even a few moments of just silence, just sitting in silence and gathering your thoughts. Starting your morning with a clear mind and calm body can reduce your likelihood of turning to food as a coping mechanism. Even just a minute of deep breathing can help you feel more in control of your day. So if you haven't had your morning mindfulness yet, why don't you take this moment to deep breathe in and breathe out. And do that for just 1 minute and you'll feel a big change in your attitude that day. A calm mind makes better food choices and stress eating is real, but mindfulness can definitely help stop that. And at number 6, we have get morning sunlight. Don't be like me with the curtains blocking the sunlight in the morning. Have your morning sunlight because we need that vitamin D. Exposing yourself to natural sunlight in the morning can play a surprisingly important role in weight loss. Sunlight helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which impacts everything from your sleep quality to your metabolism. In fact, there's research to suggest that individuals who get more morning sunlight tend to have healthier body weights compared to those who don't get that sunshine that we need. Indirectly linked to your weight loss efforts, morning sunlight also helps regulate the production of serotonin, our feel-good hormone, which may further help to reduce stress and emotional eating. Morning sunlight helps regulate your sleep, which in turn helps your metabolism function properly. If you can't step outside, just try opening the blinds or sitting near a bright window while having your breakfast. Again, it doesn't have to be all separate steps. You can combine these together. Have the window open with some nice sunshine while you're eating your protein and fiber-packed breakfast. And then after that, you can practice some metabolism. Mindfulness. But then again, in the morning to wake up, go check your weight on the scale, and then have a drink of water. Again, so let's recap. First off, check your weight. 2, drink a glass of water. 3, eat a high-protein breakfast. 4, add fiber to your breakfast. 5, develop a morning mindfulness practice. And 6, get morning sunlight. And I hope you're able to take these steps in the morning to have a little help with your weight loss journey. Now let's take a song break. Here is Lost the Breakup by Maisie Peters.
Got the news just last month that I am exhausting and you're not in love. Didn't say it in those words, but I know how your tone works. Running so free, calling your ex, forgetting about me. But I know you could never. Yeah, I know you remember. So I'm feeling and I'm dealing with the heart you broke while you do press ups and repress us and take off her clothes. Oh, I'm hurting, but I'm certain it's still true. I'm the best thing that almost happened to you. I know I am dealing with the heart you broke while you do press-ups and repress us and take off her clothes. Oh, here's something if nothing else is true. I'm the best thing that almost happened to you. I know I am obsessed and right now I might be a mess, but one day you're gonna wake up and you'll see you lost the breakup. Lost the breakup. And you'll see you lost the breakup. You're gonna walk into some underground bar. You'll see a pretty little thing catching eyes in the dark, and it's me. I see you two outweigh. Then I'm dancing over to you in the corner, and you say, wow, hey, it's been forever. Do you wanna get a drink like together? I say I'm kinda busy, but like stay in touch. I think, oh man, I won the breakup. I smile, you'll have to face it. I'm the greatest love that you wasted. But by then I'll be far away, and you'll see you lost the breakup. Breakup. And welcome back. You just listened to Lost the Breakup by Maisie Peters. And I am your host, Kimberly. And you are now listening to Midday Mate. And again, our question of the day and our text topic, it is, what is the most delicious food you have eaten in the past week? 지난 한 주 동안 가장 맛있게 먹은 음식은 무엇인가요? And we do have some messages here on our YouTube live stream. Ponim saying, recently my family started not to meet relatives for the Lunar New Year because my parents both do 3 교대 jobs. So 뼈다귀 해장국 I ordered 3 days ago was the most delicious. I love 뼈다귀 해장국 too. It's like it fills my soul. All that warmth and that meat, it's so good. And let's see here. Benny Neem not answering the question. Oh wait, no, he did. Benny Neem saying, for me, breaded pork chop with kernel corn and carrots as a lunch on Lunar New Year's Day. So the rest of the way it's different. Ooh, breaded pork chops. I haven't had that since living in America, I think. I don't have pork chops here in Korea. But yes. And Benny Neem also saying, Kimberly, I missed you during the week and even had fun with bite-sized banter episodes during the break. Again, thank you all for listening for our show during the break. And I'm so glad that we're back live now. So again, if you haven't answered yet, what is the most delicious food you have eaten in the past week? Go ahead and send in your answers. Text in pound 9050 or shop 9050 and it'll only cost you a 100원. Or we can be friends on KakaoTalk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean, add us and send in your messages for free. And we also have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of the app stores. You can listen to our programs and leave us comments after logging in. And now we'll be right back with our Friday segment. And now it is time for Weekend Haps. Vasana keeps us up to date with all the things happening in and around Busan. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I think people are expecting Jeff.
Yes, lots of people are.
Just getting a tan. He's going to be like me soon.
But we're glad that you're here. And as you mentioned during the break, the song break, that it's our first time meeting.
Yes.
It's very nice. I feel like we've known each other a while, though.
Oh, yes. It's
so easy to talk to.
It's just radio. Radio people.
Yes.
We're family.
We are.
Yeah.
So what is happening in and around Busan this weekend?
Well, start as usual with the news.
Yes.
So the first one is Busan breaks ground on a Suyong Bay disaster prevention project. So that's every year we get typhoons, and so they're trying to get the area cleaned up. So they held a groundbreaking ceremony yesterday for the Suyong Bay project at Dongbek Park Suyong Pier. So the event marked the official start of construction on a key initiative aimed at preventing storm surge damage in the Marine City area. I remember in Marine City, I think around about 2008, it was flooded. So the whole area, I remember my friends lived, some of my friends who lived there, the water came over the dock.
Oh, wow.
And went right onto the street, and some cars were floating down the street.
Floating
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
Wow. I do remember seeing some videos on social media maybe a few years ago when the
Yeah.
water did come
Yeah.
in during the typhoon.
Every year it happens, but that year it was really bad.
Flooding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so with a total investment of 69.6 billion won, the initiative is expected to be completed by the end of 2027. I think that's the best number. 2027 is not too far away. If they can finish it in 2 years or less,
Hopefully, keeping our fingers crossed.
that would be great. The next one is must-see cultural events for Busan in 2025. So the first one is the outdoor library. But can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are you an avid reader?
I
These
am not quite an avid reader. However, since I do teach students,
Yeah.
I read the novels that they have to read.
They have to, okay.
So I don't read for pleasure, but I do read for work.
pain?
Just for work, not pain.
So one of the most eagerly awaited cultural initiatives is the tentatively named Outdoor Library, organized by Busan City and the Busan Cultural Foundation. So it's designed to cultivate a Busan-style reading culture festival, and this event will transform some of the city's most picturesque outdoor locations into open-air libraries.
Wow.
For those of you who are learning English, I think the best way to learn English is reading.
Right.
You read and you just naturally get the grammar, the pronunciation if you're reading out loud. You get everything through reading. And plus, you don't need somebody else with you.
Right.
So you're learning
free.
by yourself, self-learning. So yes, with a budget of 800 million won for its that's a lot of money.
That is a
800 million for
lot.
books. My goodness.
I'm pretty sure for the structure as well, right? Oh,
Yes.
maybe it's open.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, for it, there's a lot of books, which means you will get some good books there.
Yeah.
I hope. And probably some coffee and whatever. The outdoor library will be held 16 times throughout the year. So it'll be at least once a month across various scenic spots, including Daedaepo Beach and Milak Waterside Park. Actually, that Waterside Park is pretty good. My band has played there a couple of times. It's nice.
Oh, so this
Very
library
nice.
isn't just like a stuck place. It's like it'll move.
Yes, on the move.
Wow,
Yeah, so
that'd be
it's-
very cool. It
Yes.
can reach a lot of
Mobile
people
library.
then.
Yeah, definitely. So yes, so keep a lookout for where the outdoor library is. I don't have the website where you can check, but I'm sure I will have it next week.
Okay.
Because I'll be back next week as well. So May, June, September, October. So only for those 4 months it's scheduled for. So 4 times each, I'm guessing once a week then, for those weeks. The second part of the must-see culture events, classical music extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
I love this. I love this. So the Busan Cultural Center is set to offer a stellar lineup of performances that highlight local artistry while collaborating with renowned musicians from Korea and beyond. So the first one is the Brahms Symphony Complete Cycle, featuring 4 distinguished private orchestras from Busan. That would be the Busan Symphony Orchestra, the United Korean Orchestra, the Busan Neo-Philharmonic Orchestra, and the In-Korean Symphony Orchestra. And added to that is one that my son has played in for one time when they collaborated with some junior students, the Busan Philharmonic Orchestra. They will present a walk through world classical music. It's an expanded matinee concert series designed to make classical music more accessible. So whenever I see the word matinee, just on a side note, I hate that word matinee because it's always in the afternoon before the real concert in the evening.
Right.
So you're wanting to have a rest in the afternoon.
That's true.
Hey, we got a matinee today. And you go, oh.
You gotta play again.
You got to play again. But when you have people who go there and really enjoy listening, you get energy from those listeners, from the
right.
crowd. And so it's really cool.
Right. To have that synergy with the audience
Definitely.
and the performer.
And usually the people who go for the matinee, it's either free or cheaper. So they are very, very welcoming for those people who perform.
Very nice.
So performers, as I said before, will cater to both morning, afternoon, and evening audiences to accommodate office workers and homemakers alike. How are we going for time there?
We can keep going. And people that are watching on our YouTube live stream, there is a poster of The Sound of Busan with Brahms, the Busan Symphony Orchestra. So you can check that out also with the dates and the actual times too.
I was going to say a joke about Brahms because one of his symphonies is an unfinished symphony. So it might just finish in the middle of it.
Maybe cut it off.
But no, it's unfinished because it only has 2 movements instead of 3.
I see.
And a lot of people have written a third movement for the symphony, so it'll be interesting to see whether they play one of those or just finish in the middle of it.
I see.
But it's cool. Another one is the 11 o'clock film music concert. So the Korean Film Archive will host the 11 o'clock film music concert. There will be 11 a.m. as opposed to 11 p.m.
That's good to know. We don't want to go there at 11 p.m.
No, although I'm sure a few people will. Held on the last Wednesday of each month from March through November. March, that's not far away now. My goodness. Today's
the 31st.
Oh my God.
The last day of January.
1 month's already gone. It's going to be Christmas soon. So the series will feature renowned music director Shim Hyun-jung, known for his works on films such as Old Boy and The Man from Nowhere. So I love film music. I've written a couple of soundtracks for small movies, just small movies. But it's fun doing that, and it'd be nice if I can get a bigger movie.
Ooh.
But anyway, dreams are free. So attendees can expect insightful commentary and live performances of iconic film scores, both domestic and international. On that note, are there any films that you've seen in your history that you came out of it remembering the score and the music more than the movie, or the music as well as the film?
I think a lot of people would think of maybe Star Wars for that.
Okay.
No, maybe.
You look a little young, is it? You remember when Star Wars came out in the movies?
No, but I do remember watching the first one.
Sorry.
But I feel like that's a movie where the song was very popular, as much as popular as the movie.
Okay.
What about you?
For me, it's movies like Scent of a Woman. Was that 여인의 향기 or something? Just that clarinet in it is really memorable. Plus, then you have all those animations like Lion King, which had Elton John and Hans Zimmer putting the music together for that. Anytime Hans Zimmer is involved, the music is memorable.
Right.
So I would love to go to at least one of these to have a listen to if I have time, because it's on a Wednesday.
That's true.
One might be working. I'm sure I'm definitely sure you won't be able to see it.
Go there at 11 and rush over here for the 12 o'clock show.
Here, be puffing when you come into the room. But anyway, as well as that, they're showcasing emerging talent in Busan as well.
Could you go on a little bit about that?
Okay, sure. Art. So on from music, let's go on to Museum of Art.
Okay.
So currently undergoing renovations until 2026. The Busan Museum of Art will take its exhibitions beyond its usual premises. Premises?
Yes.
Okay. Just wondering if I pronounced that correctly.
Correct.
A key highlight is the New Perspectives exhibition, which will be held in Seoul at the Songguk Art Museum in March and April, obviously while the Busan Museum is being renovated. So this annual exhibition showcases emerging local artists selected through a competitive process. with 6 finalists receiving mentorship from established art critics to elevate their work. Now, that would be amazing for those artists there.
Definitely.
So additionally, the museum is launching a large-scale collaboration with local art spaces and galleries in the first half of the year. I didn't realize how many art spaces there are in Busan.
There are so many.
I was just walking along, because I usually drive everywhere, but one day I was just walking along, there's a little art space there. I mean, it's not like a huge gallery like in Paris or England or whatever, but just a nice, small, cozy one with some coffee and looking at the art. So yes.
Yes, I feel like there's a lot over in the Dalmaji area also.
Yes, yeah. Just but everywhere. Also in almost every street there's a cafe that has art hanging.
Right.
And the art is not just something they've picked up from the store. It's an artist's art.
Right.
Yeah, local artist art.
And curated at that too.
Curated. So history enthusiasts can look forward to a fascinating exhibition at the Busan Museum in April when all the renovations have been completed. Armors of Busan in the Joseon Dynasty.
Wow.
That's the tentative name. It might be renamed, so that's the name at the moment. And this exhibit will feature significant armor relics unearthed from key excavation sites, offering an in-depth look into Busan's martial heritage.
Wow, that's actually really interesting.
Yes. History is always important.
Right.
So never forget things, and you got to remember your history. So in celebration of the 80th anniversary of Korea's liberation, the museum is also preparing a special exhibit that will shine a new light on the local independence movement, providing a profound historical narrative of Busan's role in Korea's path to freedom.
Wow. So again, if you are in the area, that would be very interesting to go ahead and look at the armors of Busan in the Joseon Dynasty.
Yes.
Again, a tentative name, but it sounds already good at that.
Yes. Did you learn any of that at school?
I did take art history class in university.
Okay.
So we did learn about like the different types of armor and the different types of material that was used back then. So it was good to see that.
I had to learn about the turtle ship one summer holiday. I was teaching young kids about that. So I actually had to read a few papers on that. So it was very interesting looking at the different, it wasn't just the turtle ship, there were different battleships at the time.
Right.
And it was pretty interesting learning about that.
Wow. And with that, let us take a quick song break before we go on with the rest of Weekend Haps. Here is Dance the Night by Dua Lipa.
Baby, you can find me under the lights, diamonds under my eyes. Turn the rhythm up, don't you wanna just come along for the ride? Oh, my outfit's all tight, you can see my heartbeat tonight. I can take the heat, baby, best believe that's the moment I shine. 'Cause every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running, I won't get out of place. Lately, I've been moving close to the edge, still be looking my best. I stay on the beat, you can count on me, I ain't missing no steps. 'Cause every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running, I won't get out of place. When my heart breaks, when my world shakes, I don't play safe, don't you know about me? I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Even when the tears are flowing, there diamonds on my face, I still keep the party going, not one hair out of place. Yes, I can. Even when the tears are flowing, there diamonds on my face, yes, I can.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. That was Dance the Night by Dua Lipa, and we are in the middle of our segment of Weekend Haps during Midday Mate with Vasana. So let's keep on going with what is happening now.
Okay, so I'm going to go on with events that are happening over the next few days.
Okay.
The first one is a winter concert at F1963 Sokchon Hall. Now, I've just been introduced to this, I think, a couple of weeks ago. I didn't know this existed. This is close to Costco.
Yes, I did go
You
to
went there?
that area before. I went to the F1963. It's kind of like a cafe inside also.
Yes. So it doesn't actually have a stage. The performers are on the same level as the audience.
Oh.
So they sit on the ground floor and everybody's around. They do have a loft as well where people can look down on them. Look down. Literally look down, not figuratively. But yeah, it looks like a great place and great acoustics. But anyway, the Rhesus Quartet, I looked at their schedule on the internet and they're not actually on there. So this must have been a last minute thing. And they are, because I looked up Rhesus Quartet and they are advertising this. So they're playing this weekend, tomorrow exactly, at 4 p.m. there. And I listened to them on the tube as well, and they're great. So yes, definitely go along. Expect strings that will tug at your soul and harmonies that will make your spirits soar.
Wow.
That sounds like something Jeff wrote. If classical music is your jam, then this is your chance to experience pure symphonic magic. So the violinists are Iheni Yoo-ji-in, the viola player Chang Eun-kyung, and my favorite is the cellist, Lee Bo-bae, just because I play the cello a little bit as well. My son plays the cello, and just her name as well sounds like the archerist, the archer, Lee Bo-bae. This one's Lee Bo-bae. But they're all wonderful musicians, very talented. Go along. I think it'll be, I didn't say how much, but it's probably around about 3만 or 2만 3만 won to get in.
Okay.
Might be free though, but I'm not sure.
Well, listeners, you can go ahead and check. Again, that's tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Yep. Is it pronounced F1963 or F1963?
I just like to make it 1963.
1963. Yeah, all my friends just call it 1963. Yeah, so it's there, near Costco. Okay, next. The Busan Red Cross Youth Orchestra is set to deliver an awe-inspiring symphony at their 4th regular concert this Sunday at 5 p.m. in the Hanul Theatre in Haeundae. So these young musical prodigies are ready to pull at your heartstrings. Jeff, you've used that before. Pull at your heartstrings and leave you breathless. Get ready for a night of orchestral brilliance that will have you saying, bravo, bravo. Yes, just one thing for these orchestral concerts, these classical concerts. If it's more than one movement, then just keep your applause till the final movement.
The finale, right?
So, yeah, third. Usually it's 3 movements. But with these concerts, I think they usually just play one movement and go into the next one because of what they are. It's just 1 hour, 2 hour concerts. But anyway.
Again, that is the Busan Red Cross Youth Orchestra that will be this Sunday at 5 p.m. in the Hanul Theatre in Haeundae.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, next one. I had to look these guys up because
Oh, no, you don't know them?
I don't know them.
Oh.
And I read up on them as well. So it's day 6, is that right?
Yes, day 6.
Okay, who are they? For those of you who are like this, I just you sitting here, who don't know who they are.
Day 6
Get
is
off my lawn.
group. They're a band.
Okay.
And there aren't many bands in K-pop, right?
No, they're
so
not.
they are a band and they are part of JYP.
Okay.
And they were really popular before, but then recently they had another song get popularized again.
Yes.
So they are up and coming again.
Yep.
And yeah, now they're doing a concert.
Because one of their songs was My Days.
Oh, yes,
Is that right?
I think so.
Okay.
Or I think My Days is their fan base.
Fan base. Ah.
So calling all my days.
Oh,
so
calling all my days.
the
Okay.
fans.
Yeah. So one of their songs, I was reading about it, they actually got a lot of their My Days to record their voice and send it in.
Yes, they did.
And I listened. It was amazing.
I went to a few concerts for day 6.
Yeah.
Because my friends were in the band before.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
But
Name drop some there. Name drop. No name drops.
Jay, Brian, Tovun.
Oh wow.
But I went to the concert and they had played that song with all the fans singing
Nice.
that song, and I got the goosebumps.
Wow.
Because I wasn't like a huge fan of the group; they were just like friends.
Yes.
But then hearing that, even thinking about it right now, I'm getting goosebumps.
It's amazing because then all the fans, they can say, I was part of that recording.
Exactly.
Yeah. And to go back to the cinematic music I was saying before, Hans Zimmer did that with Batman. So with the Rising of the Batman, the third one, he got everybody to send in their recording. It was only about 15 seconds.
Ooh.
And I think from around the world. So you got something like 3,000 people just shouting this for 10 seconds. And everybody can say, I was part of that movie.
That's
so
really
it's
cool.
the same with this one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great. But anyway, so they're coming to Mexico.
Yes.
Coming to Mexico this weekend for not one. I'm not sure whether it's even announceable because it's probably already sold out, right?
I'm not quite sure. I tried to look at the tickets
Yeah.
the day before, but I had trouble logging in. But I
Yeah,
believe
it's always
there's
there,
still
yeah.
some tickets left.
I remember trying to buy some tickets too, and I'm not going to say the band, but I was clicking and clicking and clicking with my mouse and sold out. I went, oh. But anyway, I should hire or get a pro. Anyway, they're coming to Mexico this weekend for 2 performances on their Forever Young tour. Guitar. I listened to them. As I said, I didn't know who they were. They're awesome. The guitar riffs. They're not to denounce K-pop, but they're real.
Right.
They're real punk.
They're an actual band.
They're a band. They're a band. So yeah, if you're able to buy tickets, come to join the excitement in Centum City this Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, both days this weekend.
Yes. Okay, the next one, Rapunzel. Rapunzel.
Rapunzel.
Let down your hair. I remember that when I was saying, do it again. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down. You got to wait for me to say, let down your hair. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Here you go.
So, are you looking for a fairy tale escape? Come here and Kimberly will let down your hair. The timeless tale of Rapunzel is coming to life at the Shinsegae Culture Hall in Centum City. It started yesterday and goes until Sunday. So you could probably see Rapunzel and then go and see
Day 6.
Day 6. Do the same day. So bring the little ones. This is for obviously the little ones. Unless you're into Rapunzel, for a magical journey filled with adventure, music, and a whole lot of hair.
Yes.
So yes. So carrying on, as usual, Busan has annual lights festivals all over the city.
Yes.
So Busan, could we rename them the City of Lights?
The City of Lights. I would like that.
I don't think Los Angeles will like that, but anyway. So Hyundai, their light festival, fireworks and drone show, I've been told has been postponed
To Sunday.
to Sunday.
It was originally Saturday, but
Yeah.
it is now Sunday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, 7 p.m. with a jaw-dropping 1,000 drone show. 1,000 drone show.
Right.
And a fireworks display that will light up the night in ways you've never seen before. I'm not sure. I've seen quite a lot of fireworks here. So if you love things that sparkle, shine, take your breath away, head to the Hyundai Beach for a visual feast.
And that'd be very nice because we're really used to the drone show being in Gwanghwaneori. For
Correct.
to have it here at the Haeundae Beach would be good for those who live over here.
Yeah, I think that's why I said it, because I live in Gwanghwaneori.
I live in Haeundae.
I see it every weekend. So.
I'm excited.
Oh, good for you. And then the Oncheoncheon Light Festival.
We'll actually have to end it there with the Light Festival.
Okay, lots of light festivals everywhere.
Yes.
Go and see them.
So thank you so much, Masana, with all this information on Weekend Haps.
Yep.
I'm so excited. And you said that you'll be here next week as well, correct?
I'll be here next week as well.
Great. And then I'll see you then.
Thank you.
Thank you. And everyone, that is the end of our first hour. I'll be right back at 1 p.m. after the song. Here's Solo by Clean Bandit featuring Demi Lovato.
I never meant to leave you hurting. I never
I do it so low.
Every single night I lose it. I can't even hear the music without you. Oh yeah. Try to stop myself from calling, but I really wanna know if you're with someone new. Since you've been gone, I've been dancing on my own. This boy's up in my zone, but they can't turn me on. 'Cause baby, you're the only one I'm coming for. I can't take no more, no more, no more. I wanna but I'm broken hearted. But I like to party. But I got nobody here on my own. I wanna but I'm broken hearted. Since the day we parted. But I got nobody, so I do it so low. Can't do it so low. I wanna but I'm broken hearted. But I like to party. But I got nobody here on my own. I wanna but I'm broken hearted. Since the day we parted. But I got nobody, so I do it so low. So low.
Story building. Use the stairs and definitely not the elevators. When outside the building, rush to an open field and cover your head while en route. Finally, tune into a broadcasting channel and keep yourself updated on what's happening and what to do next. But remember, prevention is the best solution. This campaign is brought to you by BFM 부산영어방송.
The time is now 1 o'clock.
Do you remember I searched you out? How I climbed your city's walls? Do you remember me as the vow? How I prayed for your calls? I stood still, it's what I did. Love like
And you just heard I Was a Fool by Tegan and Sarah. This piano-powered song finds Tegan lamenting a difficult relationship that she did her best to see through. She said, quote, I repeatedly packed my bags and didn't leave. I just stood still, and that relationships like mine don't get fixed. They just stay the same. She also said in an interview how the song was inspired by Rihanna. Tegan said, quote, I was deliberately writing a song that I thought someone like Rihanna would want. I was listening to her song titled Unfaithful and wanted to create a similar piano riff. I also wrote it thinking of her sort of character, someone who is in the media all the time and is probably not the person they'd portrayed to be. And again, that was I Was a Fool by Tegan and Sarah. And welcome back, everyone. We are now live in the studio in Busan on this Friday afternoon. Welcome to Midday Mate. And you're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Gijang, Cheongwon, and Noksan areas. And I am your host, Kimberly. Now in hour number 2, what do we have left for Midday Meet? First, we're going to start off with today's quotes, where we introduce meaningful quotes to motivate you each and every day. Followed by bite-sized banter, where we have daily fun conversation with the theme with Andrew. Following that, we have Don't Make a Scene, where we introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And then we'll end the show with favorites in one's POV, where we introduce different songs from a wide range of genres that fit different situations. And I'll be checking your messages throughout the show. And again, for our question of the day, for those who are now tuning in, and our text topic, it is, what is the most delicious food you have eaten in the past week? What is the most delicious food you have eaten in the past week? 지난 한 주 동안 가장 맛있게 먹은 음식은 무엇인가요? And I do have a message here on Kakao Talk from 최희숙님 saying, yesterday I had gorgonzola pizza with the family. It was different from the other ones. I loved it. It was so crispy and nutty. Yes, I love gorgonzola pizza too because we can dip it in honey and it's like a little bit of sweet and savory all at the same time in our mouth. And we have lots of listeners on the YouTube live stream. Hello, Sangmin Park-nim and Jinli-nim and Juliet-nim. Lots of people coming into the show and listening. Again, for those, what is the most delicious food you have eaten this past week? And for my answer, I will share with you. Of course, with the Lunar New Year celebration, I had a delicious bowl of tteokguk that my mother-in-law made. And she also made some LA galbi. And I love me some LA galbi. She even made buttered abalone. So 전복 버터 구이. Oh, it was so good. So our family doesn't really do lots of the chon because, it's all on all that oil. So we try to do something else. But I guess the butter gui wasn't a very healthful choice. However, it was still very delicious. So I think that was my favorite this past week with the 전복 버터 gui. My husband and I also went to get some strawberry cakes yesterday because we're like, we need to celebrate the end of the vacation week. So we went to a hotel, picked up a cake, and not only that, we went to the department store and picked up another strawberry cake. So we had 2 strawberry cakes yesterday, and that was also very delicious. It was very satisfying for our sweet tooth. Oh, and we have Drift Monkey Neem. Hello. Drift Monkey Neem answering the question of the day saying, the most delicious food I ate this week, I had fancy pancakes at a nice place in Seollung. Ooh, pancakes. I haven't had pancakes with maple syrup in so long. That's like the best breakfast ever, right? But not according to what we talked about today in Listomania. Also, Juliet Neem answering the question of the day saying the most delicious food I've eaten this past week is 나물, 전, and 튀김, which my mom cut, and the 나물, 생선, 불고기, which my mother-in-law cut. Those are all delicious. Yum. You see, I wish I had some 튀김, but I should stay away from those for now. And again, if you haven't answered already, go ahead and send in your answers. Text in pound 9050 or shop 9050 and it'll only cost you a 100원. Or look for us on Kakao Talk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. Add us as a friend and you can send in your messages for free. Also, we do have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of your app stores. You can download the app, listen to our programs, and leave us comments after simply logging in. And now I'll be right back with today's quote after the song. Here's Don't Wanna Fall in Love by Jane Child. That was Don't Wanna Fall in Love by Jane Child. And now it is time for today's quote, where we introduce encouraging quotes from famous people to help encourage and inspire you every day. And today's quote is, "Every exit is an entry to somewhere else" by Tom Stoppard. Let me read that again. Every exit is an entry to somewhere else. 모든 출구는 다른 곳으로 통하는 입구입니다. So every exit that we face will lead to another entry. Well, it's kind of like what we say to every door that is closed, another door will open, right? Tom Stoppard is a Czech-born British playwright and screenwriter. He has written for film, radio, stage, and television, finding prominence with plays. The quote, "Every exit is an entry to somewhere else," holds a profound truth when it comes to the world of language and new words. Just as we leave behind familiar words and phrases when we learn new ones, each new word we acquire opens up a door to a whole new world of expression and communication. When we encounter a new word, it often means that we are leaving behind our old ways of thinking and expressing ourselves. We may have to let go of outdated or incorrect words and phrases in order to make room for the new ones. This process of shedding old words and embracing new ones can be both challenging but very rewarding also. It requires us to be open-minded and willing to adapt to change, but it also allows us to expand our vocabulary and deepen our understanding of the world around us. In this sense, every new word that we learn is not just a standalone entity, but a gateway to a whole new realm of knowledge and understanding. Each word has its own unique history, connotations, and nuances that can enrich our language and our lives. By learning new words, we are not just adding to our vocabulary, but also opening ourselves up to new ways of thinking, feeling, and expressing ourselves. Moreover, the process of learning new words can also lead us to discover new cultures, ideas, and perspectives. Language is a reflection of the society and culture in which it is used. So, by learning new words from different languages and cultures, we can gain insights into the values, beliefs, and traditions of other people. This can help us broaden our horizons, challenge our assumptions, and foster greater empathy and understanding towards others. Again, our quote was, "Every exit is an entry to somewhere else" by Tom Stoppard. 모든 출구는 다른 곳으로 통하는 입구입니다. For me personally, life is full of transitions, right? And while endings can be overwhelming, they are often the beginning of something new. So if we're to look at this in a different metaphorical sense, we're talking about changes, right? So we have all faced moments where we had to walk away from something familiar, whether it was a job, a friendship, or even a way of thinking. In those moments, it's easy to focus on the loss, but if we take a step back, we can see that every door we close makes space for us to open a new one. The discomfort of leaving something behind is temporary, but the opportunities that come from stepping into the unknown can be life-changing. Think about a time when things didn't just go as planned as you wanted it to. Maybe you didn't get the opportunity that you were hoping for, or something you relied on suddenly just changed. In the moment, it felt discouraging, but later, you realized it led you to somewhere even better. These shifts in life push us to grow, adapt, and discover new possibilities we never considered before. The key is to trust that every exit is just the start of a new journey. So the next time you find yourself facing an ending, remind yourself that you're also stepping toward a fresh beginning, one that might just take you exactly where you're meant to be. So again, our quote for today is "Every exit is an entry to somewhere else" by Tom Stoppard. 모든 출구는 다른 곳으로 통하는 입구입니다. And that was today's quote. Let's take a song break. Here is Quitter by Cameron Whitcomb.
I've spent so long trying to make right all my wrongs, but I miss being stoned, 'cause it will make this easy. If I give myself an inch, hell, I might take the mile. And she can't take my calls when I'm too drunk to dial. I love to sugarcoat this, dethorn all my roses, but she caught me at my lowest. The hardest part of getting clean are all the damn apologies, paying I'd rather that she hate me for who I am and not the man whose hands were shaky. I finally seen the sunrise and I cannot believe it. Curtains open, wishing she was here to see it. And I thought that I could handle both ends of that candle, but I'm throwing in the towel. The hardest part of getting clean are all the damn apologies, paying tolls on bridges that I've burned. I've been afraid of growing up, 'cause that would mean to sober up. But stoned and drunk don't mix with love and hurt. Does that make me a quitter? Does that make me a quitter? The hardest part of getting clean are all the damn philosophies telling me how this is supposed to work. I've been afraid of growing up and losing friends I used to trust. But stoned and drunk don't mix with love and hurt. Does that make me a quitter? 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 Does that make me a quitter?
Welcome back, listeners. You're listening to Midday Mate, and this is Bite-Sized Banter with Andrew.
Yes. Well, Friday.
Friday.
Love it.
Woo!
You know, it's really funny is like there's a lot of people who, had to go back to work today,
Yes, mhm.
right? And then it's like a one-day work week is the best work week.
I think so, too.
Yeah, and it's like, can we have this all the time? Impossible, but take advantage of it when you can. I would love to know if, I wish that we had, right now listening, millions of people, and we could, put up a poll real quick on YouTube and be like, how many people called in sick to work today? And how suspect that would be.
Oh, definitely. I think a lot of people may have used 연차 today or maybe a sick day,
Yeah.
but then I think a lot of us are still at work being, the good workers that we should be.
Of course.
And we appreciate you, workers.
Yes. Yeah, be like us.
Yes. What's your question for today?
All right. So again, kind of finishing things off from the holiday week and, being with families and things like that. I'm sure a lot of people were sharing memories you get the grandparents oh, you had this going on when you were a kid and these things. Maybe some embarrassing moments, some funny, and also some heartwarming memories as well.
Yes.
But my question for you and for the listeners today is, what's a childhood memory that still makes you laugh?
Oh no. So if you've been listening to Bite Size Banter before, I had a story, but I'll maybe try to think of something else. So listeners, what's a childhood memory that still makes you laugh? 어릴 적 기억 중 아직도 웃게 만드는 것은 무엇인가요? Oh, mine's embarrassing.
I love that I'm looking at you right now and I can see you're like, oh, do I even mention this? In the hot seat.
Oh, so I already shared mine before with the listeners. You go first and then maybe I'll try to think of something new.
Well, I have to say that I find this funny now. At the time, my mother definitely did not find this funny.
Oh, no.
I didn't see the seriousness of this event, but it was December 23rd, and I was probably in grade 4 or grade 5.
Oh, wow.
Okay? So this is a while ago. And at that time of year, we would always go over to my grandmother's house and we would drop Christmas presents off for other people to pick up and vice versa, or other family members and stuff like that.
Yes.
It was that was the tech-based center for Christmas gifts, my grandmother's house. And she's just like, all these presents coming in. Hopefully you leave some for me, right? But I was out that day, and I live in a city, but we're still inside city limits, but we're kind of in a subdivision or neighborhood a little bit on the outside of it. And there's, some ponds and a lagoon. So for our listeners, this lagoon was It previously may have had some sewage in it. But it was also like, it's an area like you'd see like frogs and things like that. It's not the cleanest water.
Right.
But it would freeze in the winter. So I did say December 23rd.
Oh, that's true.
You might know where this is going.
Yes, kind of.
There, we would skate on it and stuff like that. But I was never allowed to go down there without my brother. And even like with my friends, my moms would always say, if you're not going with your brother, no. And so I was out venturing around with my friend, and we went down there because the ice looked really nice. But there was one end of the ice where there was a pipe where there was water that would come through. And I think at this point in time, it was just water from a stream or whatnot, but it wouldn't freeze there. And we were kicking a big piece of ice around.
Oh, no.
And I didn't want the ice to go in the water. But the problem is, once you start sliding, I couldn't stop myself.
Right.
And I went right in the hole.
Oh, no.
Up to my neck in water.
That's huge.
Yeah,
That's deep.
Yeah, definitely. It could. This is why I'm saying it was very serious.
Oh, my.
But I was also probably about a 7 to 8 minute walk from my house, which in like middle of December in Canada is cold.
Right.
So I get back to my house. I'm in a snowsuit, kind of. I'm walking like the Michelin, the tire man, and can't even move really because my clothes are frozen.
Oh, no.
I'm at the door. My mom comes to the door and she's like, get your clothes off out here. They stink.
Oh.
So I'm with no clothes on my back patio in the middle of summer. My friend's like, Mrs. Murphy, I'm so sorry. She's like, you get out of here.
Go home.
And for that Christmas, I must have heard that story about 50 times.
Oh, my.
And everyone, you're lucky. But then everyone would start laughing. How did you get that stink off of you? You know? But after that year, it became like a comical story. But that's something that I think of it at the time. It wasn't funny, but I look back at it now, it was quite funny.
Wow. You're so lucky that you were so close to home. You could have gotten hypothermia.
100%. But I also had like a snowsuit on, so it did give me a little bit of that like
insulation?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. But I was still like an ice cube when I got back there.
Oh, my. Oh, good thing you didn't get sick, or hopefully.
Exactly.
A childhood memory that still makes me laugh. So I mentioned this on Bite Size Banter before, and it's more so of an embarrassing moment from a long time ago. I was in my court in my neighborhood, and I was riding my bike, and I was going to my brother.
Okay.
And he was with this boy that I had a crush on because he was like the best looking in the neighborhood. I was riding my bike, and then I hit the curb at the sidewalk right in front of them, and then I fell off my bike. And not only was that embarrassing, but because right when I fell, I farted.
Oh.
Right in front
So
of them.
it was a stinker.
Yes.
I love it.
I was in elementary school, so I'm sure it could have been cute. And my brother would always make fun of me. But now, whenever I see my brother, we always talk about it, and it's really funny. But anyhow, that's something that the listeners already know if they've been with us. Another one was that I used to get bullied by this boy at church.
Okay.
And we went to like a Korean American church, so everyone was
I know where
Korean.
this is going. You farted on him.
No, I didn't fart on him too. So he stole my scrunchie, my hair tie.
Okay, yeah.
And then I told my brother I was crying and everything. Again, this is in elementary school. And then I remember my brother and his friend took him out to the back of the church. And they basically, like, my brother was holding his arms and my brother's friend was holding his feet. And they swung him and threw him on the grass, saying, "Don't ever steal my sister's scrunchie ever again."
Love it.
And at that time, I was like, "Oh, Paul, you're so cool. Thank you so much." And the guy didn't bully me for the rest of the time.
Great.
And now we're also very good friends. But it's something that we always laugh about because it's like, "Hey, Kimberly, remember when your brother threw me?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was awesome."
That's perfect. That's great. It's one of those things that, you know, especially if you're still friends with those people today, like my story, I saw this guy when I was home over the summer, and he had never met my wife before. And he brought the story. He goes, "Hey, has Andrew ever told you about falling through the ice?" And then she's like, "I think I heard a story." Then he tells a story. You know how everyone will tell a story a different way?
Right.
He tells it a different way and puts much more of a comedic spin on it. And then talks about how my mom just snapped on me, and I was like, I don't remember it like that. Maybe because I had no blood flow in my body, but it was funny. It was good.
Yes, a little bit of exaggeration, a little bit of MSG to make the stories a little bit funnier.
Fantastic.
So, listeners, what is a childhood memory that still makes you laugh even till today? Go ahead and share with us. And Andrew, I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. And that was our bite-sized banter segment with Andrew talking about what's a childhood memory that still makes you laugh. And for him, when he jumped or when his ice cracked and he fell into the lake, and me with my farting, and with my brother throwing my friend, lots of childhood memories that are lots of fun. And it's also fun to talk about these things when the whole family is gathered together during the Lunar New Year celebrations. We also have a few messages on the YouTube live stream. We have Pingsappa, hello, saying the childhood memory that makes me laugh is my English name is Jason, but my friends teased me like 자손. I felt bad, but they used to tease me. You know what, Pingsappa, it's okay. We have to just embrace the name calling that people call us, right? As some of you may also know, my nickname was Killer Bee growing up, and I think 자손 is a little bit nicer than calling someone a killer bee. I also have a friend named Jason, and we don't tease him, but it's his nickname to call him 자손. It's very fun. Also, we have Benny Nim saying, my childhood memory that still makes myself laugh is planking back in 2010, and it's one of the trending ones. And those for listeners that you don't know what planking is, it's an activity consisting of lying face down in a position, sometimes in an unusual or different location. And we would always have to face down and people would take pictures. It was a huge trend in 2010, 2011 that people like to do. So, Benny Nim, I think that is also fun too. 포님 saying 생각하려니 생각이 안 나네요. It's okay. We all have great different types of childhood memories, whether we remember or we don't. So it's okay. We'll all laugh about it. We can laugh about me and Andrew's answer instead. And now let's take a song break. Here is Stuck on You by Lionel Richie.
Got this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way. Needing a friend, and the way I feel now, I guess I'll be with you till the end. Guess I'm on my way. Mighty glad you stayed. Stuck on you, been a fool too long. I guess it's time for me to come on home. Guess I'm on my way. So hard to see that a woman like you could wait around for a man like me. Guess I'm on my way. Mighty glad you stayed. in my soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way. Needing a friend, and the way I feel now, I guess I'll be with you till the end. Yes, I'm on my way. I'm mighty glad you stayed.
And that was Stuck on You by Lionel Richie. And now it is time for Don't Make a Scene. I'll introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And if you've been joining us during this Lunar New Year celebration and holiday, you may have already learned some great expressions from our show. On Monday, we talked about I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Saying, I'm okay, that's fine by me. I'm cool with it. Just to show that we're a bit chill with everything. On Tuesday, we talked about you don't even know. You don't even know, expressing a bit of a shock that someone doesn't know something. On Wednesday, we talked about it is going to be epic, meaning it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great, whatever we're going to do. For example, if I had plans this weekend, I can say it's going to be epic because I'm going to go play. On Thursday, yesterday, it was, that's not a real thing. When we're trying to, push down someone else's thoughts saying, that's not a real thing, and we kind of reject it there. And again, we are listening to a scene from Fresh Off the Boat, which is an American sitcom about a Chinese-American family living in America. And this episode is specifically for a Lunar New Year holiday and party that the Huang family went to, but it wasn't as authentic or what they thought it would be. Again, as the Huang family continues to navigate the disappointing Lunar New Year event, they notice that many details are being overlooked or even misrepresented. Jessica, the mother in the family, her frustration peaks when she exclaims, "Nobody cares to get it right." This line captures the disappointment of seeing something meaningful reduced to a surface level effort. And with that, let's listen to the clip for today.
As long as they have red envelopes, I'm cool with it.
Ooh, red envelopes. What is that, like a party game?
You don't even know about red envelopes? What do you have planned for Chinese New Year?
Oh, it is going to be epic. We just got these Year of the Rat glasses. There's also going to be an authentic dragon dance. And at midnight, Beijing time, we're going to drop the rat.
That's not a real thing.
See, this is what I was talking about. They're having a Chinese New Year's party, but nobody cares enough to get it right.
Nobody cares to even get it right. So again, she is expressing her frustration that they're doing all these different things that aren't really culturally acceptable and not what is authentic for the Chinese Lunar New Year. So Jessica's comment reflects her dismay at how important cultural traditions are treated casually or even inaccurately. Her frustration is not just about the event, but also about a larger lack of understanding and respect for the culture. So let's break down this phrase here. Nobody cares to get it right. This is a way to express disappointment or frustration when people don't put in the effort to do something correctly. It suggests a lack of attention to detail or respect for what's actually important. So for examples in our daily life, you can say, you notice some typos. They made some mistakes, the spelling's wrong, the grammar's wrong, or maybe even the punctuation is wrong. And you can say, nobody cares to get it right anymore. It shows your annoyance at the lack of effort and, meticulousness that is needed when writing a report. Or you can say when a friend throws a party, but, forgets the cake. And you can say jokingly, nobody cares to get it right these days. So really, it depends on the tone and what situation you're in to make it seem like you are actually disappointed at something, or maybe you're saying it in a jokingly way. However, in this episode, the Huang family's experience highlights the importance of understanding and respecting cultural traditions. Jessica's frustration speaks to anyone who has felt their values or heritage weren't taken seriously. So how can we use this phrase? This phrase works well in situations where you're pointing out a lack of effort or precision. You can say, oh no, the decorations are all wrong. Nobody cares to get it right. Or when you can say, this recipe is missing half the ingredients. Nobody cares to get it right anymore. So again, the lack of effort. Here we are saying, 꼼꼼하지 않을 때, right? We're not being as careful as we should be. So let's first take a listen to the clip one more time for this week.
Nobody cares to get it right.
Nobody cares to get it right. Have you ever felt like someone didn't care to get it right before? Whether it was about a tradition or maybe an event or maybe just something small. How did you handle it? Jessica's words here remind us the value of putting in the effort to honor traditions and to do things the right way. It's a lesson of respect, care, and attention to detail. Again, nobody cares to get it right. And with that, we'll take a song break. Here is On My Mind by Ellie Goulding.
It's a little blurry how the whole thing started. I don't even really know what you intended. Thought that you were cute and you could make me jealous. Put it down, so I put it down. Next thing that I know, I'm in a hotel with you. You were talking deep like it was mad love to you. You wanted my heart, but I just liked your tattoos. Put it down, so I put it down. And now I don't understand it. You don't mess with love, you mess with the truth. And I know I shouldn't say it, but my heart don't understand why I got you on my mind. Why I got you on my mind. Why I got you on my mind. Why I got you on my heart don't understand why I got you on my mind. 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 I always hear them talking about a girl with my name, saying that I hurt you, but I still don't get it. You didn't love me, no, not really. Wait, I could have really liked you. I bet that's why I keep on thinking about you. It's a shame. You said I was good, so I poured it down, And now I don't understand it. You don't mess with love, you mess with the truth. And I know I shouldn't say it, but my heart don't understand why I got you on my mind. Why I got you on my mind. Why I got you on my mind. Why I got you on my heart don't understand why I got you on my mind. You think you know something? Why I got you on my mind. You think you know something? Why I got you on my mind. You think you know something? Why I got you on my mind. You got yourself in a dangerous zone, 'cause we both have the fear of being alone. And I still don't understand it. You don't mess with love, you mess with the truth. And my heart don't understand it, understand it, understand it. Why I got you on my mind. You think you know something? Why I got
Welcome back. You just listened to On My Mind by Ellie Goulding. And now it is time for Favorites in One's POV, point of view, where we introduce different songs from a wide range of genres that fit different situations. Today, again, I will introduce a song about road trips. Whether you're off on vacation or just taking a day trip, it's hard not to smile when the sun's shining and there's nothing ahead but an open road. The only thing that can make it better is the perfect song playing at full blast. Today's song is Running on Empty by Jackson Browne, a track that perfectly captures both the thrill and exhaustion of life on the road. So here, the phrase running on empty usually describes someone who's completely drained, running on low energy or pushing forward despite exhaustion. But for Jackson Browne, it had a much more literal origin. At the time he wrote the song, he was in the middle of recording an album, frequently driving back and forth to the studio. He kept putting off refueling his car, figuring he could make the short trip without stopping for gas. That small, everyday habit sparked the idea for a song that would go on to become one of his most iconic hits. Lyrically, Running on Empty is about more than just a car running on low fuel. It's a reflection of the relentless pace of our life on tour. Browne describes the feeling of the road rushing beneath his wheels, a metaphor for a never-ending cycle of travel and performance that defines the life of a touring musician. The song captures both the excitement of being on the move, also the exhaustion that comes with constantly chasing something that is just a little bit out of reach. Though the song was born out of Browne's own experiences, its meaning resonates far beyond the life of a musician. Many people can relate to the feeling of always being in motion, pushing forward despite feeling worn down. Whether it's work, personal goals, or just the demands of everyday life, we've all had moments where we feel like we're running on empty. That's what makes this song such a powerful and timeless anthem. It's not just about driving, it's about perseverance, momentum, and the energy that keeps us going even when we are running low. So here, why don't you take a listen to the song? Here is Running on Empty by Jackson Browne.
Looking
And that was Running on Empty by Jackson Brown, everyone. And we are nearing the end of the show. So if you haven't already, our question of the day and text topic, it is, what is the most delicious food you have eaten in this past week? 지난 한 주 동안 가장 맛있게 먹은 음식은 무엇인가요? We do have some answers here on the YouTube live stream. We have Pengsu Appa saying, the delicious food I ate was sanjeok, which is the chon with all the different layers, with the toothpick as like a little skewer, like a squish mabob, right? And we also have Jinli Neem saying, the most delicious food I ate was yogurt ice cream. Ooh, frozen yogurt, froyo, with cocoa nuts. Yum! Also, shio ramen at a Japanese restaurant in Yangsan. Yum, Jinli-nim. I love shio ramen as well. And we also have Myungjae-nim. Hello, Myungjae-nim, saying, most delicious food is 닭발. Because I ate greasy food during the Lunar New Year day, so I really wanted to eat some spicy food. And that sounds really delicious right about now for me as well. Spicy food to, make all that greasiness go down, right? Again, everyone, thank you so much for listening. It is time to now wrap up the show, and I have been your host, Kimberly. Here's our last song for today. It is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Thank you for listening and enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys Monday. Bye.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. To me. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Too late, my time has come, sent shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go, gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. Sometimes wish I'd never been born at I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Figaro, Magnifico! nobody loves me.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity.
Easy come, easy go, will you let me go?
Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let me go. We'll not let you go. Let me go. We'll not let you go.
Let me go.
Oh,
mamma mia, mamma mia.
Mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me.